Yeah, it's Jeff and Brad, and we're here to talk about the best PC-only game of 2008.
PCs, they still run games.
They still run games,
Still
and there's some
kicking.
games that you can only find on the PC.
And here's 5 of them.
And here's 5 of them, starting with Warhammer Online, Age of Reckoning. This game, really kind of the first post-World of Warcraft MMO that you felt like...
First real contender.
Yeah, like the first real contender. They did some really interesting stuff, I think, with like the public quest system and just the way that they're spinning the player versus player combat and pitting these different races against each other in different parts of the world. It just when it all worked out, you felt like you were really part of this epic, larger conflict.
Definitely, and getting some updated combat mechanics in there, and bringing something new to the space.
Exactly.
Yep.
Also, Crisis Warhead, another Electronic Arts release. This was their standalone kind of expansion to the original Crisis that was more like a Crisis Gaiden, right? You're kind of a side story, run around British dude.
Also starring Jason Statham.
Basically starring Jason Statham, which I think was definitely to its benefit, having just roughneck British guy in there in this badass suit, running around, killing fools, and then all of a sudden everything turns to ice. Well, we won't get into that. Also up, World of Warcraft, Wrath of the Lich King.
I've heard of that.
It's an expansion to a game called World of Warcraft, which is a massively multiplayer online role-playing game.
Indeed.
And in this one, you can get haircuts.
The Azeroth Barbershop.
That's right.
Open for business.
Also Death Knights and new areas and all sorts of stuff. And of course, you look at all the changes they've been rolling into that game for a long time. It's easy to see why 11 million players are hopelessly addicted to it, right?
Indeed.
Yeah. Sins of a Solar Empire. There are many solar empires.
Only one of them is sinful.
Only one of them is sinful, and this
You guys have been bad.
very bad. You guys, I see you out there in your solar empire sinning, taking the Lord's name in vain, eating too much. It's just, I could go down the list. Lustfulness. It's no good, but it is very good, and it's this throwback to Homeworld that maybe a lot of people didn't really see because it's not the most mainstream game in the world.
But yeah, like it's space strategy making a comeback.
For sure.
Who would have thought?
And this is the sort of thing that you can probably really only do on the PC.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And rounding out the list, Spore, Will Wright's big, gigantic, multi-stage game.
Years in the making.
Yeah.
Depicts epics of time. Hugely ambitious and pretty damn successful.
Yeah, definitely. So there you have it. Best PC-only games of 2008.